After SPICE, I started my A-levels at Arthur Lewis Community College, and there I was involved in a few robotics activities. One was the first Global Robotics Challenge in Mexico City. Another one was in Saint Lucia itself. It was the USAID program to introduce robotics into the school curriculum. And because of my experience in SPICE, doing robotics and just science and engineering in general, I was able to, I got a zeal for those areas, and that motivated me to participate in those projects. One of the aspects of SPICE was that it was quite intense. We covered a lot of areas and we covered them very deeply. So we did a lot of STEM subjects: programming, robotics, biochemistry, physics, math. But we also did non-STEM subjects as well. We learned a bit of Mandarin and a few other non-STEM subjects. Even though it was intense, there were many aspects of it that were just very intriguing and interesting, and it just really builds up your passion for those areas when there's already a spark of interest in those areas and you get to be hands-on, participating, working with others on these difficult and challenging tasks. I wanted to broaden my background in AI, but also just in general in computer science, to take my skills one level up. And I figured that the best way to do so would be through a master's degree. So I applied to a few different universities and I ended up deciding on the University of Manchester. I think that for even persons not within the STEM fields, they can still learn a bit about AI and a bit about programming, even if they don't get into the technical details. Having a base understanding of how it works as well as its limitation, that can help you within your own area of work, or even outside of work. If you have any hobbies that you could use AI or other technologies for, it would still be useful for you. Keep trying, even when things don't work out, even when you feel like things were supposed to work out, but for whatever reason it didn't, and you feel down, and it's natural to feel down and demotivated in those times, but recognize that you put in the effort, and that's something to be proud of. I'll strongly encourage someone to go into STEM, especially if it's an area that they're really passionate about. For example, if you're in secondary school right now and you're doing science subjects and you really enjoy learning about science, trying out different experiments, maybe even building your own projects at home, small projects, you would enjoy going into STEM.